We've already been gone 3 months from our
I want to say your name
It's like,
and where you're from.
let's go
Ariana
somewhere where it can be.
Garcia, Fox
And it's like, I
Generic.
want to pick up the phone and go, can I have a scotch?
Hi.
Hi there.
Can you describe the relationship between your characters in Spy?
The relationship between our two characters. Not a very good one, right?
No, it's pretty,
Sort of heads are banging. You know, we're both in a, well, I think I have a clear idea of where Susan Cooper should be. And
which is in the cafeteria.
which is downstairs making the sandwiches. What was the question?
Describe your relationship.
The relationship.
You did. No, I loved it. I love that he's so incredibly, blatantly rude to me. Like, I find that really funny that he's so pompous that he just belittles her, like, in front of everyone. Like, it doesn't occur to him to maybe not do that. I think it's a great setup to where we eventually, end up as having to work together, even though you don't love that either.
And Jason, you've played many deadly serious characters before in the past, and this is your first big comedic role. How was it taking on this new character?
There's a few elements of maybe other things that I've done, but this is, it's like on steroids, if you like. It's big. It's bigger than and bolder than most, certainly anything that I've played. And I think there's an excitement to be able to do that because, there's no rules, there's no boundaries. Paul's saying, look, bigger, but make it just more ridiculous, more intense, more, but just complete belief in yourself. So, it's very different to what I've done in terms of it's much more inflated.
And Melissa, you've worked with director Paul Feig 3 times before in the past. Can you describe Paul's approach to comedy?
Yeah, I mean, he's wildly collaborative and encouraging, and I think it makes everybody do really their best work. I think if he has asked you to kind of come to the party, it's because he really wants you there, and you feel that. And so I think everybody just feels free to try what they want and make a bigger risk and try things, because you literally cannot make a fool of yourself on his set. Like the bigger you try, and even if it doesn't work, it's just, even that's funny, and then you go on to the next thing. So I think that kind of open, and he really knows what he wants, but he's never against somebody else throwing in, or if you change the course, he's very pliable. He's just great.
And did you two have a favorite scene together?
The dancing in the disco was a bit of fun.
Yeah, the disco one was pretty fun.
Yeah.
It was pretty fun, and I liked all of our stuff together. I mean, there's not a scene in it that I was like, oh, that was a bummer.
No. In fact, they were all great. I love the casino stuff because that's when you really get in my face. Yeah. I love that. Yeah, I loved them all. I mean, they were all great.
It was kind of just top to bottom. It was a pretty ridiculously fun shoot.
Thank you both for your time.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
And that is a wrap.
Wrap.